Well, good morning, everybody. On this Wednesday morning, October the 13th, we're here with Elbert Bennett this morning. He's going to be talking to us. Of course, he is District 1 Magistrate and here in Caldwell County. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what's been going on this past year, the past term, and what's coming up, what you got going on, and just visiting with him for a little bit. And, of course, if you guys, as always, have any questions, as we do on Breakfast with the Banner, you can just chime in, and we'll try to get your questions in, and whatever it may be. But we're just going to have a nice little chat with Mr. Bennett this morning, and just whatever you want to talk about. So
I appreciate it, Chad. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. As I end this term, it'll be 20 years, and I'm looking forward to running again for one more term at least, because I feel like we've done a tremendous job this past 4 years. As we started out, we had a Republican governor to work with, and you know that everyone knows there's some controversy there with retirement and so forth, and the situation there. But anyway, the governor and Department of Local Government and everyone was good to Caldwell County. We were able to pave quite a few roads, and then the last 2 years has been a Democratic governor, and the governor's Andy Beshears, when he came in, he didn't know that he's going to be faced with the situation, the virus that hit the country, and it was we've had that to contend with, but we were able to take that a negative situation and make it positive for our county.
Yeah.
We've got the stimulus money, and was able to make sure that our employees received a pay raise, and not only that, but was able to do some much needed work on county roads, even more blacktopping than what we thought was going to get done. But we have had a great 4 years, and that's it. I'm looking forward to serving 4 more years.
well, good. Yeah, that's good. I know, of course, the fiscal court meetings, go on it's every other Tuesday. Is that
Every
right?
other Tuesday.
Yeah, every other Tuesday, of course.
Second and fourth Tuesday.
A lot of good information coming out of the fiscal court meeting. I know yesterday, especially with rural internet, which I know everyone's going to be excited about. So
that has really got to be a major topic, and I've had the opportunity to sit down with J.B. Comer, our U.S. Congressman, and interviewed him as I was president of the Kentucky Association of County. And not only him, but I've been able to sit in front of a committee, the House and Senate committee, there in Frankfort, and discuss the needs for that before those joint committees. So it's one of the upcoming things that we're going to be seeing more and more of, and more talking about here lately, because it's all going to that. I know everything is pretty well. You've got to have a website, and be able to do your business over the phone or over the internet.
Yeah, I know, and of course it's something that we take for granted. Of course, living in town, we've always had that, and of course we've got to have it to come to you this morning. And but I don't think we really realize all the businesses that are out in the county, out in the rural areas, and that desperately need it, and especially with kids, being homeschooled and such. And so it's a good thing.
There's a lot of Chad. There's a lot of our classes, our issues come up that we do virtual.
Yeah.
And or Zoom or whatever you want to call it. I know next Wednesday I've got a 3-hour class on different topics through the Magistrates Association, and it's all virtual.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be an up and coming thing, and I feel like the county is going to go to that to save money, instead of the magistrates and commissioners or judges, traveling across the state at the expense, that it's going to, you're going to see more of this.
Yeah, which is always a good thing. So, what else do you got coming up? What's on your agenda coming up on your next term? What are
Well, I want to see us do more, continue to work on roads. That is one of the major things, and then the broadband, and hopefully that we can get everyone back to work. This is so scary and so sad. Wherever you go, that you see help wanted signs and up everywhere, and that bothers me a lot, because I know there's people need to work, and there's people that needs people to work. So whichever way, and but I'm hoping that can get better in the next as the time goes on.
Yeah, of course, that's something that I know my wife and I, we talk about that with. That's one of the topics that we talk about quite a bit, is all the help wanted signs that you see. Of course, not just in our county, but you see them everywhere. And with businesses still shutting down, but not because of COVID now. It's because they can't get help. Because it doesn't seem like, I don't know if it's because people don't want to work or what, but
that's one thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, and I want to, and I'm going to take up for our road department, county road department. I know there's a lot of roads that need bush hogging. The trees need to be cut back. I know that, but when you don't have help, and it's that with the state. I know I had gotten a call just a few days ago about a situation, and so I got to checking. Well, the state people are just working 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And it just in that kind, and you just keep begging to to do those things, and but they tell you the same thing. Well, we just don't have the help.
Yeah. It's a sad situation, because I don't know what you do to correct the situation. I mean,
not interrupting, but that has been the easiest thing in my whole life, which I'm 72, is to work, get a job. And I never had a problem getting a job. And I guess I just had 2 jobs in my life. First was work at a newspaper. Many years, Caldwell County Times. Yes, I worked, I think, about 15 years. And then when Linda and I married, her dad needed some farm help on the farm, and so I've been farming for the last 47, 48 years. So, which there's only 2 jobs I've had, but I know I can go anywhere, and I don't mind working.
Yeah. I know it's of course we love your wife Linda around here. She writes the Fredonia News, like every other paper will have that in there, and so we love her around here. I know you said you're afraid you were late coming in this morning. Said she cooked a good breakfast.
Oh, did she? I know. I'll go to town, drink coffee, but by 8 o'clock I know to be back home, because she'll be up and she'll have a breakfast cooking.
I know we had to. Amber took out and got us some breakfast because it made us hungry, so she just got back with some breakfast, and so that's always good though. I know it's but going back to working on the farm, I was of course my dad and uncle, they always raised tobacco growing up, and of course that's how I started out. I remember 5 years old being out pulling tobacco plants. Yeah, and of course later on it got to where it was just the potted plants and such, and of course later on the government bought smaller tobacco acreage out, but that was something that I highly remember, and of course it was my first really working experience growing up, was working in tobacco. As many summers I had to do it, and I did not like doing it, and but it was part of it, and it taught me responsibility.
Yesterday was National Farmers Day, and I have so much respect for it, and I'm so proud of our young people, even here in Caldwell County, that they're farming, that want to take on that responsibility. It's a tremendous responsibility now, the cost of everything, and but I just have so much. I'm so proud of all these young people that done that. My granddaughter, she's in the Hudson Ag School at Murray. She's want to go on after get a degree in ag, and then go on to law school. And so I'm so excited for her. But she has mentioned to me, she said, "Papa, we're always going to have cattle on this farm because they've always been on this farm." And so anyway, I have cut my herd back. At one time, we had probably over 300 head, and you know, that was just too much for me. Down to roughly 100 head, or just a little less, and which it makes it a lot easier on me doing it by myself. And then when she's home, or some of the family's home and not doing anything, they jump in and help me out. So, So, but I enjoy it, and I'm glad that I'm able to be there for her. And her and all the young people, because you know, they are our future.
Yeah, well, you know, Colwell has a really big, and always has, as far as I can remember, a big FFA, you know, at the high school, and which is great for our community and what they do and what they're teaching kids. And of course, you know, it seems like every week in the paper we have something about the FFA in there.
So I'm very proud of all of them, our advisors and those that are working with our young people.
Yeah, and
teachers too. I just want to put a plug in, because my daughter is a teacher, my wife is a former teacher, and I have so much respect for our teachers, for what they're having to deal with now, and I know they're doing the best that they can, and they're doing a tremendous job. And I just want to say thank you to all our personnel, school personnel, for the job that they're doing.
Definitely. And of course, I know you brought up your granddaughter, and I think I saw a picture of her. Did I not?
Yes, I'm so proud of her. She's been doing the commercial for Murray State, and she was selected out of, I forgot how many. She will be on the homecoming court for possible homecoming queen.
Really?
Coming up in a few weeks at Murray. So we're all excited about for her for that. And,
isn't that something?
It is, and so, but she loves school. So I tell you what, it just that, you know, I can't emphasize trade school enough. Our grandson, he went to the Welding Institute in Flemingsburg.
Really?
And he has had a tremendous number of job offer, and he took one as in the Bridgestone Tar, just in Nashville.
Really?
And doing great there, and you know, and you know, as I've said many times, I wish that the school system would, and maybe they are. I may be speaking out of turn, but emphasize a trade school more.
Yeah, I know. Well, you look at welding. Welding is a good, and
electricity, and you know, and just everything, and it's just and I hope that you know, more and more of our young people will get into trade school.
Yeah. So, what else you got going on? Anything else coming up that you want to talk about this morning?
No, you know, I just wanted to kind of touch on our just past 4 years, and coming up, like I said, I will be seeking re-election. You know, I'm proud to say I've been a Republican for 55 plus years, and I was told when I first ran in 2002 that it would be that it would be hard for me to get elected here in Colwell County, but anyway, I did, and you know, and I'm proud of the things that I've helped you know, accomplish for our county and for the residents here, because as I've said so many times, I don't stand for party lines, county lines, or district lines.
Right.
And like last week, I had been invited to Frankfurt to help cook for an event, and which I have for the last few years. And Rocky Atkins, I don't know if a lot of people may not know Rocky, but he's a good friend of mine, from a former state representative from the around Lewis County area up in toward eastern Kentucky, and he was there at our meeting. We talked for a long time, and you know, and it just makes it nice whenever you can, you know, cross on both sides of the fence, and you know, and work and you know, and knowing that those guys you can call on them, and they're there for you.
You know, and that's the way it should be. Everybody should, no matter what party line you're on, and should be able to join hands and work together and get things done. That's the only way things are going to get done.
It should be. Should be. And I hope it can get back to that.
Yeah, but I know just with you know, with you and with Mr. Jeff Boone, and of course Mr. Curling, and we got Brent Stallings and Jeff Sims. I know you guys have got a lot on your plate with everything that you do.
And you know, and we all. And what makes it so unique each one of us have a different goal, and it just works together. It just like just can't work any better. You know, I know different time. Jeff and the other magistrates say, hey, if you know you're going to Frankfurt, if you can see so and so, we need to see what you can get done about this project or that. You know, and it makes it good. I can make a phone call and you know, get with those people. And I have many times, and you know, I'll continue on.
Yeah, and that's good though, because that's a good group of men right there, and that you got to work with. And I know probably sometimes you probably butt heads on some stuff.
Oh, yeah,
but you all come together.
Yeah,
and
we do.
you come
As I had the opportunity when I was president of Kentucky Association of Counties to be at the National Association, and Dr. Ben Carson. I tell you what, I just think so much of that guy.
Yeah.
And after our meeting, we talked a few minutes, and so he got my name badge and looked at it. He said, Elbert, I want you to understand that if you had a group and they agreed on everything every time, what's the use of having more than one?
Exactly.
And so.
Exactly.
And
that's
that's the way you're supposed to get things done.
Exactly
so,
right. We're all going to have difference of opinion, and you can, and those opinions mesh, and you can get something done and accomplished, and then that's like you said, that's the way it should be.
That's right.
And I know with politics anymore, it's you know, it's either this way or this way, and people don't seem to want to work together. And it's good with that. With our county, of course, I've lived here. We moved here in 1981, and of course, you know, I really didn't start getting into politics till later on. I'm 44 now, but it's when people come together, and that's the way Caldwell is. Caldwell's I wouldn't want to live honestly anywhere else than Caldwell, and but you see that how everybody works together and comes together, and whether it's businesses or you know political or whatever, it's a good place. Good place to be.
We all need each other.
Yeah, we do, and you know that's what we often said talking about who you guys had to work with and who we work with here. You know, God always seems to bring the right people together at the right time, and that's and I just hope we can keep God in our everyday lives. That's the main thing. Yes, it is because it's of course we can definitely do nothing without God, and we're very thankful to have the godly men that we have in our community and leading our community. And of course, I know with both Jeff and Boone, and it's you know we've just got a good group of people on you know magistrates and in our county government, and was very thankful for you guys, and you know, and hopefully we can get some of you guys on here too. The magistrates would love.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come up here.
Yeah, well,
I do.
Listen, you know, you're in here. We love seeing you when you come in here because you've always.
You know, the local old newspaper. I tell you what, it just doing it. When it leaves, your identity is gone.
Right.
So many times, and you know, it's just so sad because we worked many years. You know, and it just sad because I've always thought a hometown newspaper. You know, and
well, that's what we're that's why we try to be is hometown and for the people, and not to get
too far out. It just anymore. It just seems like whatever they can do to sell a newspaper.
But right, and it's good news.
That's right.
There's a lot more good news out there than there is bad, and so that's what we want.
Wouldn't it be nice if they'd come on in the afternoon and said, well, sorry, we don't have anything ugly to report today. It's all going to be positive and
that's what we need, especially in the times that we live in. We need positive news.
We do.
To lift each other up, and
we really do. And but Chad, I sure appreciate.
Yeah, well, Elbert, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you coming in,
and hope this is not the last time I'll be here.
No, you're always welcome here, and like I said, if you guys have questions you want to leave in the comments on the video, just go ahead and we'll get to them, and we'll get in touch with Elbert, and if you have any questions for him. But guys, we thank you for joining us this morning. If there's any guests that you'd like to see on an upcoming Breakfast with the Banner, just let us know. We got some guests lined up for next week and whatnot. But if you have any suggestions, what you want to see on Breakfast with the Banner, any show ideas, or like I said, guests, just let us know, and you can contact me at newsroom@thebannernewspaper.com, and of course we'll be happy to get back with you as soon as we can, and again, just let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear. And but guys, thank you for joining us today, this Wednesday, and hope you guys have a very blessed rest of the week. Remember, our next Banner issue comes out next Tuesday, and it'll be a breast cancer special, and we'll have some good articles in there from some breast cancer survivors, and so be sure to pick that up. We have some a special going on right now with breast cancer t-shirts and pink light bulbs. So if you're interested in that, please get in contact with either Tom or Amber here at the Banner, and we'll get you taken care of on that. You can go to our Facebook page. We've got all the information up there. So guys, we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Take care. Have a very blessed rest of the day and blessed week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.